Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel and happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody, guys. Yes, it's the weekend. So I must say God is good all the time. God is good. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope your business is doing wonderful. It's the beginning of April. We've been having some rain. It's been overcast a little up here in New England, but we are standing, we are breathing, we are doing the things that we love, and we have to give him his glory and his praise no matter what. You guys know me, I always say this: no matter what we are going through in our life, he is there just waiting for us to call out on him and let him take over. Okay, so give him the wheel. He's the captain. You sit back, relax, and enjoy the drive. He will take you, right? He don't need a GPS. He knows the way. So I'm down in New Bedford, Massachusetts this morning, and I'm here. I'll be cleaning some VCT floor, roughly about 600 square feet, give or take. I don't do much of this job anymore, but this is a repeat customer. And it's in a church. It's one of the oldest church, I think, in New England. It's 130 years old, and they will be celebrating it on the 26th of April. And it's next to one of the oldest prison in New Bedford. Let me just flip the camera around and show you. So this is the entry right here, the carpet. And we have the prison right here, Bristol County Prison. Okay, this is the prison. It's one of the oldest prison in New England. I'm looking for the date. The date was somewhere around there. But anyhow, this is the church that I'm in. So these are the floor that I'll be cleaning this morning. I already put down some of the stripper here. You have a small podium, small stage right there, and I'll be stripping this and waxing for them. I don't think it's ever been done in a long time. So what I'm guessing that most of the wax has already been taken off of this floor, and so it's just based on to the VCT tiles. As you can see, some of the scratches in the tiles. So I'm going to do my best here for the customer, get this clean and ready for the celebration. 130 years, guys. And the prison next door is 120 something years. So altogether, we are watching almost 300 years of history right here. So I am finished stripping the floor. As I said earlier in the video, the floor did not have that much wax on it, and I asked the lady that was here with me, and she said yes, it was just a thin coat that one of the members placed on the floor, apply on the floor, and everything was all worn off from so many years of not having it maintained properly. So this is how it's look. I'm gonna come back now and just map it with some neutral cleaner, let it dry properly, and then come back and apply the first coat of wax. So just to show you the color of the water. Okay guys, so right now I'm just rinsing the floor here. I'm just using a flat map with some neutral cleaner and just mapping the floor so we can get it back to a neutral pH before I apply the wax. So basically this is how it's going to be looking when it's finished. As I said earlier in the video, I really don't do much of these floor anymore. When I first started my business, I used to do a lot of these. But as time goes by, I just cut down on the amount that I do and who I do them for. You guys know why. So this is going to be dry properly before I apply the first coat of wax. So I'm just outside. I just want to show you the date when this church was built. If you look closely, 1895. Yes, and it's the Union Baptist Church in New Bedford. So the floor is drying off inside, and I said they're celebrating their 130th anniversary and the 26th of April. So if you guys are in the neighborhood that time, just stop by and pass it and see what it looks like inside. Okay, so we have the first coat going down. The first coat of wax is being applied on this floor. So normally I do the edges, I cut the edges, then I come back into the middle. And the first coat goes down a bit light. You don't want to put it down too heavy because then it stays longer to dry. Overlapping, getting most of that. So far guys, that's how it's looking right there. Okay, so we have the first coat down. This is going to dry out properly before I can put the second coat. At least I'll be putting 4 coats down on this floor because it never had any. It had, but not that much, just a thin layer. So the first coat is going to suck up very quickly because there was not much protection on the floor. Come back with the second, the third, and I'll see after I put the third one how much more it needs. But so far, it's looking very good. Okay, so this is the second coat, guys. Second coat has been applied. Okay guys, just a little update on the floor. This is the second coat that is drying out and everything is looking beautiful. You can still see some wet spots there. I have about another 2 hours or so here before I can finish this job. This is the longest part of the job, the waiting game. When you put down the wax, you gotta wait for them. You gotta wait for the wax to dry properly before you can put the second and the third coat down, because you put that down too quick, then it takes even longer for it to dry. And you don't want to be walking on half dry floor to put the coat down so you can get out of here. So you gotta let it dry properly, take its time. Yes. Okay guys, so I just put the last coat down on this floor in New Bedford. And this VCT floor. So look at that guys. Once it dries out properly, that bright shine is gonna go away. It's gonna leave a nice, not as shiny as it is, but a nice matte color, matte finish. But this is what takes up your time. The putting down, the applying of the wax. It takes a lot of time. So it's about, I think it's about 4 o'clock now, minutes to 4. And I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning. You know, the temperature wasn't as good when I started, and you gotta take into consideration the drying time, the humidity, all of that. And this was 4 coats of wax, but this was the only job for the day. Took my time, like I always do. Don't like to rush my jobs. And this is the finished product here. Thank you guys for being with me this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And remember, put God first in everything that you guys do. See you in the next one. Enjoy your weekend.